What happens when a pack of wild dogs turns the forest into their battlefield for food and shelter? Let's find out in the most unexpected and hilarious way. Picture this: a lush green forest teeming with life. Towering trees stretch towards the sky, their branches swaying gently in the breeze. But beneath this serene canopy, a fierce battle is about to unfold. In the wild forest, survival is no joke. But what happens when wild dogs fight for food and territory? Buckle up, folks, because we're about to dive into a world where fangs and fur fly in the most comical canine showdown you've ever seen. Our stage is set in the heart of the wilderness, where Mother Nature doesn't play favorites. The forest floor is a patchwork of fallen leaves, twisted roots, and hidden dangers. Sunlight filters through the dense foliage, creating a dappled landscape that's both beautiful and treacherous. This is no walk in the park for our furry friends. Food is scarce, the weather is unpredictable, and every day is a struggle to claim a piece of this wild real estate. But who are the stars of our show? Meet the cast of characters that make up this motley crew of wild dogs. First up, we have the crafty jackals with their pointed ears and mischievous grins. These guys are the opportunists of the bunch, always looking for an easy meal and a good laugh. Next, enter the majestic wolves with their piercing eyes and powerful builds. They're the strong, silent types until they start howling at the moon like they're auditioning for canine karaoke night. And let's not forget the underdogs of our story. The African wild dogs, with their patchwork coats and oversized ears, they look like they've been put together with spare parts from nature's garage sale. But don't let their goofy appearance fool you. These pups are team players with a strategy that would make any football coach proud. Now, why are these furry factions at each other's throats? It's simple. In the forest, it's eat or be eaten. Literally, the competition for food is fiercer than a Black Friday sale at the mall. Every scrap of meat, every tasty morsel is up for grabs. And when it comes to shelter, it's like a game of musical chairs where the loser ends up sleeping in the rain. As tensions rise, we reach the climax of our wild dog drama. Picture this: a juicy deer carcass lying in a clearing. Suddenly, from 3 different directions, our canine competitors emerge. The jackals, thinking they're clever, try to sneak in like furry ninjas. The wolves strut in like they own the place, all swagger and intimidation. And the African wild dogs, they come charging in like a 4-legged flash mob. What follows is a chase scene that would put any action movie to shame. Tails are tucked, tongues are lolling, and paws are pounding the forest floor. It's like watching a nature documentary directed by Charlie Chaplin. The jackals zig and zag, using their smaller size to duck under bushes and squeeze through tight spots. The wolves, not to be outdone, leap over fallen logs with the grace of canine ballet dancers. Well, most of the time, there's always that one wolf who misjudges the jump and ends up doing a faceplant worthy of America's funniest home videos. Meanwhile, the African wild dogs showcase their teamwork. They split up, flanking their competitors like they've been studying military tactics. It's impressive, really, until one of them gets distracted by a butterfly and runs headfirst into a tree. Hey, nobody's perfect, right? As our wild dogs face off, their expressions are priceless. The jackals wear looks of exaggerated innocence, as if to say, "Who us? We were just passing through." The wolves try to maintain their dignity, but their attempts at intimidating growls come out more like grumpy stomach rumbles. And the African wild dogs, they all business, except for that one in the back who's clearly wondering if he left the den unlocked. But wait, there's more. Just when you think you've seen it all, nature throws in a plot twist. A clumsy bear stumbles into the clearing, looking confused and slightly annoyed at all the commotion. Suddenly, our canine competitors find themselves united against a common foe. It's like watching the cast of Mean Girls band together to face off against the new kid in school. The wild dogs exchange glances, and you can almost hear the wheels turning in their furry heads. In a moment of unspoken agreement, they turn their attention to the bewildered bear. What follows is a masterclass in canine cooperation. The jackals dart in and out, nipping at the bear's heels like pesky mosquitoes. The wolves flank the sides, their howls creating a surround sound experience that would put any home theater to shame. And the African wild dogs, they form a living obstacle course, weaving around the bear in dizzying patterns. The poor bear, clearly not prepared for this level of organized chaos, decides that maybe this particular clearing isn't worth the trouble. With a huff and a grumble that sounds suspiciously like I'm too old for this, the bear lumbers off, leaving our wild dog heroes victorious. As the dust settles and the adrenaline wears off, our canine characters find themselves in an unexpected situation. They're standing side by side, panting and exhausted, but with a newfound respect for each other. It's like they've just survived a group project in school and realized that maybe, just maybe, teamwork isn't so bad after all. The jackals, ever the jokesters, break the tension with a series of yips that sound suspiciously like laughter. The wolves, trying to maintain their cool image, can't help but join in with deep, rumbling chuckles. And the African wild dogs, they're practically rolling on the ground, their spotted coats shaking with mirth. As the laughter dies down, our wild dogs face a moment of truth. The deer carcass, the original cause of their conflict, still lies in the clearing. But something has changed. Instead of diving in with fangs bared, they approach cautiously, eyeing each other with a mix of curiosity and caution. In a moment that would make any kindergarten teacher proud, they begin to share. The jackals, using their quick reflexes, dart in to grab choice bits. The wolves, with their powerful jaws, tear off larger chunks, and the African wild dogs, true to their nature, work together to distribute the meat among their pack. It's a sight that would warm the heart of even the most hardened nature documentary narrator. These fierce competitors, who moments ago were at each other's throats, are now engaged in a forest feast that puts any Thanksgiving dinner to shame. Sure, there's still some grumbling and the occasional squabble over a particularly tasty morsel, but it's all in good fun. As the sun begins to set, painting the forest in hues of orange and gold, our wild dog heroes settle down for a well-deserved rest. The jackals curl up in tight balls, their bushy tails wrapped around them like furry blankets. The wolves sprawl out, looking like oversized puppies in a doggy daycare, and the African wild dogs, they pile together in a spotted heap, snoring in perfect harmony. What started as a battle for survival has turned into a lesson in cooperation and sharing. These wild dogs, each with their unique traits and quirks, have found a way to coexist in their harsh forest home. It's a reminder that even in the wildest of places, there's room for teamwork and a good laugh. As night falls and the forest settles into a peaceful quiet, we're left with a heartwarming scene of canine camaraderie. Who knew that a day of chasing, growling, and fur-flying antics could end in such a touching display of forest fellowship? So, the next time you find yourself in a competitive situation, remember our furry friends in the forest. Sometimes, the best way to win is to work together, and don't forget to laugh along the way. After all, if a bunch of wild dogs can figure it out, surely we humans can too. Just maybe leave out the faceplants and tree collisions. Those are best left to the professionals in the animal kingdom.